For several years, I've attempted to do Inktober, and for several years, I've not finished a single one. This year, I decided to try again, but instead of lists like Inktober or Goretober, all the different Tobers, I decided to do something more up my alley, Cringetober. So in this video, I will be going through every drawing I did during the month of October, the ins, the outs, and the overall experience. Then, if you're interested in stationery and art supplies like I am, stay tuned to the later half of the video where I'll talk about my most used supplies. I'll leave a link down below to the prompt list and also a link to the video where the prompt list creator goes into each day in detail. Now on to the video. Hello everyone. So, first things first, I did alter the rules a little bit just to make sure I'd be able to complete the challenge. You can call it cheating, but to me, art challenge rules are more of a suggestion. And I think the most important thing is to just remain consistent, so I don't really see the issue of altering rules. But maybe in the future, I'll try the challenge on hard mode, but for now, I wanted to just do it on easy mode, I guess, because I still have school and other stuff to focus on. But anyways, I wrote down a list of my own guidelines and rules just to make it easier. So I have my journal here. The rules are as follows. For Cringetober 2024, I can combine prompts. I didn't end up combining any more than 2 prompts. And then I can use any type of medium in any color. I don't like the rule with like Inktober specifically, that you can only use black ink. I like color. So there's also no pressure to post. If I didn't like a drawing, I don't need to like show it if I don't want to. I think for this video, I'm gonna still show the ones that I don't like though, just to show like the unfinished drawings that I don't like and whatnot. Next one, I can complete at my own pace. So for this one, if I get sick or like I'm tired for one day, I'm not gonna force myself to draw that day. Like if I end up doing prompt 3 on day 21, then that's fine, as long as I get it done within a good period of time. Not every drawing needs to be good or complete. Again, if I'm like tired or sick or whatnot, and I just want to do a sketch, then that still counts as me completing the prompt. It doesn't have to be fully rendered or anything. I think the most important thing to me is to just have fun. I think in the past I put too much pressure on making every drawing good, so I kind of just didn't want that to be the main focus. The main focus for me is just to stay consistent and draw every day. That's the goal, but I shouldn't be too hard on myself if I can't. I got my sketchbook. I did some digitally, but I mainly did them traditionally. Let's just start. Gotta check which page it's on. Okay. So, day number 1 and day number 2 was screenshot redraw in Tsundere. So I took inspo from the Emi Richu anime. I took inspo from the Emi Richu animatic to that one song. I think it's called "It's Not Like I Like You" by Static P. Because that whole song is about like a tsundere and whatever, you know? So I drew that because I thought it would be cute, and I think it's still pretty cute. I realized though, like a week after drawing this, that I accidentally gave him 6 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I gave him 6 fingers, and that's not the first time that's happened. I don't know why, but I draw people with 6 fingers like often. It's like a weird habit of mine. I do it like every once in a while, and I'm embarrassed. Hello, time for voiceover. So, this is the first drawing that I did digitally, and it was for day 3, which was oversized prop. So I wanted to draw Testament from Guilty Gear, because Testament, their character design is just, they're so pretty. So I really wanted to draw them because they have the really big scythe thing with the skull on it, and I thought that would be very fun to draw, and it was. So I drew that. I don't like the way that I drew their face though. I think I kind of messed. It doesn't look like Testament. I feel like I should have done their face differently, but it's whatever. It's fine. Anyway, back to sketchbook me. Day number 4 was Fursona, so I don't actually have a Fursona yet, so I kind of just made this up on the fly. I think she looks pretty cute otherwise. I drew myself as a cat, because I think I'd be a cat. A house cat specifically. I don't know what breed. Maybe like, I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Um, but I just drew like me as myself. I usually wear like this one necklace and then some bracelets, and then I gave myself a collar, and I wanted to draw the collar that my cat has, because my cat has a really pretty collar, so I wanted matching collars with her, but I was too lazy to draw the details, so just a collar, but still cute otherwise. I think it looks really pretty. Little Kuromi in the corner. And then these are just random things I stuck in here. This is a Polaroid from when I went to Japan, and then this is when I got my ears pierced like 2 years ago. The business card for where I got my ears pierced. Day number 5 and 6 was Gajinka and Unnatural Eye Color. And whenever I think of Gajinka, my first thought is Pokemon and My Little Pony. So I wanted to draw My Little Pony. So I drew Twilight Sparkle, and I think she looks pretty cute. I don't like the color choice though. I think at the moment when I was drawing it, I didn't like it. It's kind of grown on me a little bit, but I still don't like the color choice of the like turtleneck and the dress, but I was limited because I was using paint markers, so I couldn't really choose a different color. These two drawings are just random drawings of my OC that is not relevant to Cringetober. This was, hold on a second. I don't remember what day this was. Okay, it was day number 7 and day number 8, Dead Meme and crossover. So I did Diary of a Wimpy Kid X FNAF, and the Dead Meme was the Bite of 87 video. Not much else to say about this one. This one's kind of just silly and stupid, but I kind of like it. It just looks really stupid. Day number 9 was childhood video game. So I drew Cooking Mama because I really liked playing Cooking Mama as a kid. Specifically the mobile version. I don't think I ever had it on the Wii. I don't think I did. But I would play the mobile game a lot, so I wanted to draw her because she's a cutie. And then in the back are just some, like, I think from a grocery catalog from when I went to Japan. I thought it was fitting. Yeah. And then day number 10. Okay. Day number 10 was ship dynamic. So I drew, what are the names? Keith and Lance. Oh, Keith and Lance. I don't know why I got it messed up. They're like the stereotypical red-blue dynamic, and they're also both really dumb. So I drew the scene where they're talking about wormholes, because I thought that would be cute. So for day number 11, I found this prompt particularly hard for me. It's 5+1 things, and 5+1 things is a fanfic trope that I feel like doesn't really translate well into like a drawing, in my opinion. Like stuff like friends to lovers or like enemies to lovers and stuff like that, I feel like that can be drawn, but 5+1 things was kind of hard for me. So for this one, I didn't like this drawing at all. I did 2 sketches and then I gave up. So this is one of those bad days, but I was thinking I really wanted to draw Beast Boy and Raven because I originally wanted to draw them for ship dynamic, but but I ended up drawing Keith and Lance. So I decided for 5+1 things I would do Raven and Beast Boy, and I was gonna do it where it was 5 times Beast Boy makes a move and then 1 time Raven makes the move, but I didn't like it at all. So I did like a little sketch, and it was based off like a noir film, I think is the reference photo that I used, but I didn't like it. And I'll show the digital version. Here is said digital version. I used the same reference image because I like that pose, but I just didn't like how I executed it. I think it doesn't fit their characters, and I got the proportions messed up. I didn't like how Beast Boy was taller than Raven. I guess it could be like Raven is leaning on him, but it wasn't, I didn't like it. And I couldn't get their faces right, or specifically Beast Boy's hair, I couldn't get right for some reason. But I just decided to just leave it at a sketch and then move past it, because I felt like if I dwelled too hard on it, then I would lose motivation altogether. So, yeah, that's all. Day number 12 was Hatsune Miku, so I decided since it's October, I would draw her in that one Halloween outfit, the one Halloween model of hers. And yeah, I don't really like this drawing. I think the pose is just really stiff. And I kind of wish I made her hair more flowy, I guess. I don't know. I don't like this one that much. And then day number 13 was Gender Bend. And since I did Keith and Lance on day 10, I decided I'd do Keith again because I love Keith. And I think he looks pretty cute as a girl. Pretty nice. Day 14 I didn't like at all. I think I was I think I was sick this day, or I was really tired or something was going on, so I didn't have any energy to draw. But I still wanted to make an attempt, so I did. Oh, the prompt was incorrect quote, by the way. So I did my OC because I wanted to draw my OC, and I don't know where this quote is from, but I searched up a random quote generator, an incorrect quote generator, and I just used the one that I thought fit with my OC Ivory the best. Day number 15 was animation meme, and I used to make animation memes a lot, and I had this one character named Rose, and she was a dog girl, because I love drawing dog girls for some reason. So I redrew her. The animation meme I did was the Bye Bye Baby Blue one, and maybe I'll show a clip of it, even though it's kind of embarrassing, but I just decided to redraw 2 frames from it. Yeah, I think pretty cute. She's pretty cute. Day number 16 was Something You've Been Bullied For, and I chose to do Dream SMP because I got made fun of a lot for being a Dream SMP enjoyer. So I drew Ranbu and Technoblade. This was specifically inspired by a drawing that I did back in 2021, 2020, around there, around like peak Dream SMP, peak pandemic. If there's any other Dream SMP fans out there, or former Dream SMP fans, if you remember the series Tales from the SMP, it was Carl Jacobs' spin-off series thing, since he was like a time traveler or whatever, if I remember correctly. But there was one episode called The Masquerade where Technoblade and Rambu played characters where they were like partners in crime because it was a murder mystery thing, murder mystery masquerade ball, and I think Technoblade and Ranbu were the murderers and they were partners in crime or something. I don't remember exactly, but after that stream ended, I drew them together, and I'll throw up the drawing here. Again, kind of embarrassing, but I think it's interesting to see how different my art has changed in the past couple years. I think it's kind of cool to look at. Here's one of my faves. I think this one turned out really cute. This was for day number 17, which was FTU base or free to use base. and I found this one on DeviantArt. It's by Clue GCG. I'll put the @ on screen. I just thought that it was really cute, and I really wanted to draw a pony Sona, so I drew me as a pony. I think I'd be an earth pony probably, because I don't think I'd be a Pegasus or like a unicorn or anything like that. But yeah, I think she's really cute, and I gave myself a cutie mark. The cutie mark being a notebook with a little fountain pen. But yeah, that's all. Very cutesy. Day 18 was fandom AU, and I was thinking of all of the different, like, pieces of media that I was interested in that was, like, considered cringy, and I thought, we're on High School Host Club, of course. So I drew Haruhi and Kaoru, but instead of a host club, it's a maid cafe, so I drew them in maid outfits. I don't really like this one. I mean, I kind of like Haruhi, but I don't like Kaoru. He looks a little goofy. For the next few days, the order's a bit messed up because it was MEA weekend, so I was on a trip for 3 days, so I couldn't draw for 3 days. So they're kind of jumbled up. I guess I'll start with 19 and 20. So day 19 and 20 was alt fashion and Tumblr sexy woman. So I drew Ketra in this little fit. I was inspired by that one episode where she's in the tux or the suit, but I wanted to make it more, I wanted to make it a bit more, add a bit more pizzazz to it. So I added a corset and like a white button down on top of like a bralette, and I think it looks really cute. And then day 21 was closet cosplay, and I have done closet cosplay like twice. For Halloween though, so I don't know if that counts. But when I was like in 5th grade, I dressed up as Circus Baby for Halloween, but not really. I just wore all red and then a clown nose because I was obsessed with Sister Location, and I think it either just came out or came out the year prior, or it was like new. I don't remember, but I just really wanted to dress up as Baby because I loved her. So yeah, a little comic, I guess, of me interacting with Baby. This is just Fem Keith again because I wanted to draw Fem Keith. That's irrelevant. Day 22 and 23 was, I think, adult cartoon and candy gore. Yeah, adult cartoon and candy gore. So I originally wanted to draw Candy Queen from Fiona and Cake because I thought that it would fit her character very well, and I did like 3 sketches, but I hated all of them. So I decided to just draw Fiona. I was originally gonna do Candy Queen with Ice King's head in her hands and like his, how do I explain it? With his head in her hands, but the top of his head is like cut off, but his, instead of a brain, it's like candy. It's like a candy bowl. I was gonna do that, but I did a sketch and I didn't like it, so I just drew Fiona. I think it turned out alright. The guts look pretty okay. I need to get better at drawing guts, though. I haven't drawn intestines in a little bit. Day 24 was niche interest, and I actually did 2 drawings for niche interest because I had 2 different things I wanted to draw. I guess I'll start with the first thing. This was a Halloween card that my grandparents gave to me, and I just repurposed it because I don't like throwing away cards that people get me. So I drew Sam from Sam Gladiator's Yandere High School. I don't know if this counts as niche though, because it was very popular at the time, but it has a much smaller fan base now. And it's not as active anymore, but I remember when it just started coming out, I was watching it while the videos were being uploaded, and I loved it so much. I was probably way too young to be watching it, but I loved it. So I drew him. Pretty fun. Oh, it was also from the Wolf in Sheep's Clothing animatic, because I really loved that animatic as well. So it's the first frame that this is about you and him pointing at the camera. And then the second drawing I did was from a show called Crashbox. I think this show is far more niche than this, I feel. I'm not sure though. I have never met another person who watched Crashbox. The show is Crashbox. It was a children's show that aired on HBO Family, I think, and I watched it a lot as a kid, and I really loved it. And I still really like it because the art style is so unique, especially for like a kids show. I highly recommend it. It looks really cool. So I drew Jumpin' Johnny Jumble from the show because I thought he'd be really fun to draw. He's just like this dude, this radio caster dude, but he has a mic for a head and like cords for a body. I think it looks cool. Day 25 was Gotcha Life. So I drew a Gotcha Life OC that I had when I was like, I don't know, 9 years old, 10 years old. I don't remember. I'll throw her up here, I guess, because I didn't know what else to do. I was just like, why not draw this character that I haven't even seen in like 7, 8 years or something like that. And I think she's pretty cute. She's got like the stereotypical, like the turtleneck and the short shorts and the cat stockings. I feel like that's such like a fashion cliche during like 2017, 2018. Day 26 was YN slash Mary Sue, or Y slash N and Mary Sue. I did not know what to do with this one, and I don't like this drawing either, but I had to do something for that prompt, so I just did the stereotypical way that artists draw YN, which is the Y and the N for the eyes, and they're dreaming about their favorite anime boy. So dreamy. Day 27 was YouTuber fan art, so I drew Darkiplier. I originally drew, if it shows, I originally drew Antiseptic Eye, but I really didn't like this drawing. I still don't really like it. So I drew Darkiplier instead, and I like this drawing more. But I didn't want to throw away the Antiseptic Eye one, so I just stuck it back here. You have to, it's hidden. And then day 28 was Mascot Horror, so I drew Dog Day from Poppy Playtime. Because I like this scene right before the chase sequence when he's in the like jail cell by the pool room and he's like tied up or something. Yeah, I don't remember exactly, but yeah, I thought it would be fun to draw, and it was. I actually quite like this drawing. And then I got some Poppy Playtime stickers from Five Below, so I stuck those in there. Oh yeah, and then for the rest of the days, I didn't stick them in yet because I didn't know where to put them yet, but let me get them. So day 29 was, hold on a second, day 29 was experimental makeup, and I think the creator of the prompt list, they wanted it to be more multimedia this year, but I was focused on drawing, so I didn't really know what to do with this prompt specifically, but I really wanted to draw Vi from Arcane because the new season is almost out. I think by the time I'm uploading this, it's either already out or it like just came out. So I will be binge watching that later. Anyway, I drew the scene from the trailer when she's like in the middle of a pit fight and she has like the black paint smeared on her. Because my thought process was, it's kind of makeup and it's definitely experimental, so why not just draw that? And I actually quite like this drawing. I think it looks pretty cool. And I've never really drawn in this style before, but I think it looks pretty nice. Day number 30 was Supernatural slash Monster, and the first thing I thought of when I heard Monster was Undertale. So I drew Undyne. And kind of in the same theme as the last drawing. with like the boxing and the arm wraps. So I drew Undyne doing the arm wrap things, the hand wraps. I think it looks pretty cool. I think she looks really neat. Pretty cute. I think she looks good. Last prompt, day 31. This sketchpad does not fit on my desk, so I just have to hold it off like this. I drew myself as a vampire, even though this does not look like me whatsoever, but still. I always wanted to draw that one pose with the hands where it's like this, you know, or it's like that, the cat claw hands. And whenever I tried drawing it in the past, I could never draw the hands right because it's kind of a, if you're not good at drawing hands, it's kind of a hard pose to draw. And each time that I drew it, I could never get it right. And then I finally did, even though the hands aren't my favorite, but they look way better than previous attempts that I've made at that specific pose. Okay, maybe I shouldn't do this. But anyway, me as a vampire, even though the hair I like messed up, it looks a little bit funky. I don't know why. My head just looks really big right here. But yeah. Happy Halloween. So that was all of the prompts, all of the drawings that I did. And I think overall it went pretty well. I think next year I could do way better. But otherwise, I think it was pretty fun. I'm very proud of myself for finally finishing a challenge like that, because last year I tried and I couldn't, and then the year before that I tried and I couldn't, and then the year before that I tried and I couldn't, but finally I did one. So, yippee. Let's move on to my most used supplies that I use, because I love art supplies and I always hated it when I watch like sketchbook tours and people don't mention what materials they use. So first, with the paper that I used, or the sketchbook, this is the Pentalic Traveler sketchbook. Pretty popular sketchbook, I feel, and I think I still have the, yeah, I still have the tag for it. So here it is, 120 GSM, 160 pages. I like the paper a lot in this one. I don't like how many pages. It's 160 pages, and I usually like 100 to 120, but that's just a personal preference. And then a lot of the times I will sketch on scratch pieces of paper and then cut them out and tape them into my sketchbook. So for drawings like this specifically, ooh, I can't show the back because that has a sketch that I can't show. Anyway, this paper in particular I got from Daiso a couple years ago. It had like a cover to it, but it ripped off and then I lost it. So I'll try to find it and put it here. But yeah, I really like the paper. I think it's just letter paper, but it's nice and smooth, and it works really well with pencil. Like I really like the way that it looks with pencil. Similarly, another like letter pad. This, my dad gave it to me. It's just a notepad. It's just basic paper, but I really like it. It's nice to draw on, and I use this a lot too. Because like almost 2/3 of the paper is gone because I use so much of it. And then the last thing that I sketched on was this sketch pad from Five Below. Five Below actually has a lot of good, like, more affordable art supplies if you want more cheaper things. It's not like the best of quality, but it's still pretty good. It's just the regular sketch pad, 120 GSM. This paper is, it's fine. It's not my favorite, but it does the job. Then for pens and pencils, here's my pencil case. I've had this since middle school, but for pencils specifically, I use pencils like these. Oof, there's a hair on it. Regular Bic pencil. This one I used a lot, and for some reason I feel like this pencil makes my art better. I do that a lot where I get like emotionally attached to a pencil. I don't know why. This was the Halloween aisle at Target. It's just those ones that you push in. I actually really like these. They're fun. Pentel E sharp. I found this in a junk drawer in my house. So I don't know where it's from. And then this is the, oh my god, cat hair on it. This is the Pilot Dr. Grip 0.3 lead. I got this at a Don Quixote in Japan. And then for pens, this one I used a lot, and I'm kind of sad about it because I bought, or no, my dad bought this for me at a souvenir shop in Japan. I don't remember which town mascot this is for. I think it's Wakayama. I'm not sure, but this was at like a tourist destination in Japan, and a lot of the times they'll have like pens, branded pens, and this one is so good. It's just a ballpoint pen, but it's really nice. I don't know why. I really love it, but I searched up Clift, whatever, Clift, but I can only find the mechanical pencil version of this online. So when this ink runs out, I'm gonna be devastated. I also use ballpoint pens a lot. These ones are really fun to sketch with. And I also use the Sarasa clips a lot for, specifically, I like to draw underneath drawings with colored ink and then go over it with black ink. So these ones are really nice too. And then for fine liners, I use the Ohuhus. I like these ones because they come in a nice variety pack. And sometimes I use these ones, the Copic multi-liners, but these ones aren't my favorite. They're okay, but not my favorite. And then I also use mild liners for just quick coloring. I forgot that was in there. Okay, nice. And then masking tape for just decorating the sketchbooks. I really like gluing stuff into my sketchbook. In a lot of my spreads, you can see that I just tape in trash and stuff. So I just use regular glue, Elmer's glue. You can buy these in bulk packs for a pretty good price, and they last a long time. And my favorite erasers are I think it's called the June Gold colored erasers. I buy erasers in bulk so that I don't have to keep buying erasers, but these ones are really nice. They work pretty well. And I put them into this onigiri case because I think this looks like umeboshi, the like red. Pretty cute. And then for color drawings, I usually use these. These are the SimTap Artex acrylic markers. They're very pigmented, very nice. I like them better than like other ones like Posca because they have the brush tips. I think this one is regularly recommended, the Artex acrylic markers, because they're just good. They're really good. So I recommend these. One last thing, when a sketchbook spread isn't that interesting, or like it doesn't look that interesting, I'll put origami paper in the back of it just to make it a little bit more visually appealing, I guess, or make the page look a bit more busy, I suppose. So yeah, I got this at half price books for $1. So, and I think they have origami paper at the dollar store too. So I completely forgot to add what I use for digital art, so here it is. This is what I use throughout the month for any digital work. It's the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite. It works well. Had it for a couple years, and I do all my digital stuff on there. And then for the stylus, it's the Wacom One pen. and the art program that I use is Ibis Paint. So, I hope you enjoyed. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.